Hi, this is James Knight from Code of the Natural. Today we're going to be talking about how you're moving and walking, and are you attracting women or are you putting them off? Walking is one of our oldest movement patterns. It's pretty much how our body design is based on. If you follow evolution, and form follows function, so the way we would have moved is the way our bodies have evolved with regards to the structure. Women find efficient movement attractive. If you're moving with your feet pigeon-toed or toed out, they're both showing signs of being non-efficient and therefore unattractive. If you go to a shopping mall and you watch people walking up and down, you'll see that the ones that walk toe out and toe in, they don't look like they're moving that well. You can pretty much you can see restrictions, you can see glitches in their gait, they're walking. If you had a chance of racing one of them, for example, which is a good sign of athleticism, efficiency, movement ability, you'd probably take the ones on that are walking sort of toe in or toe out with a bit more of a waddle. The ones that are coming through nice and efficiently, they've probably got more range of motion around their joints, they've probably got stronger bodies from the toe right the way up to the neck, which is what we're after getting. And their movement is more smooth, it's more efficient, it's more attractive. So that's what we're looking at getting back. So today, with this video, we're going to be looking at possible restrictions around the hip that cause you to either walk toe in or toe out. Okay, so to test it, what you can do is you can have a walk up and down normal, and then you can have a walk up and down toe in. So you're literally going to walk toe in and you're going to walk along, and then the other one we're going to do is toe out. So you're going to go toe out as far as you can comfortably and then have a walk along. And what you might find is either one or the other, you might feel one's more comfortable than the other. You might find that you're really restricted. A lot of people, when they go toe in and they walk, when they get into this position, the back leg feels really, really restricted. If that's the case, then when you're walking normally, this motion is occurring up in the hip, and if you are really tight there, it's going to be a glitchy movement. And what can also happen is this foot can spin out, and then you get adaptations through the leg from a joint and a muscle point of view that looks unattractive, and that gait becomes an unattractive one. So try those movements out. If the toe in one is really restricted and that foot's spinning out, or you find yourself really restricted when you're coming over the top, chances are you need to go toe in on the exercise on the chair that we're going to show in a second, and that's where you need to mobilise. And then when you come back and walk normally, you should feel that as you're stepping through this hip, it feels a lot more comfortable, and you can get a little bit more range, and it should feel like you're gliding a little bit easier. So the exercises, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're just going to do a mobilisation for the front of the hip. Okay, so for this exercise, you're going to have a chair inside the door frame, and you're going to put one foot up on the chair, so we're stretching out the back of this leg. And we're just going to come forward, and you should feel the stretch going on here. And you can just go in there and just rock it in there real nice and easily. So we're not putting a huge stretch on, but we're getting a stretch. You can feel some tissues going in places they haven't done before. And what you can do is you can go over the top a little bit more, and you can take the hip out to the side. So you can see my hips going out that way a little bit more now. You can go the other way. So you can either hold on with this hand or you can reach with it. And you should feel things stretching on the inside a little bit more. Again, you don't want to be sort of like pushing it into a position too much, so the tissues are really, you just want a nice releasing of the tissues. So you can see I'm going nice and slow, I'm nice and stable. You can rotate and do the same again, and you can rotate the other way and do the same again, and you should feel slightly different stretches in slightly different places. And then you can come back, so you can see how much I've done. Then you can go back and have another walk again, and see if the walk feels a little bit more symmetrical, it feels a bit easier, you glide a little bit more. So that's what we're after, more efficiency, and it should be a more smooth gait, which is more attractive. Okay, and another way of doing this is with the back foot, you can actually toe the back foot in. So you're rotating the leg inward and then put the stretch on. And again, you should feel slightly different places stretching, and again you can make the pelvis go out forwards and to the right, forwards and to the left, or just forwards, and then you can toe the foot out as well. So you toe the foot out, the back foot, and then just come in there, go out to the side, both sides. And you want to be working into the restriction. So where you feel it really, really tight, just buffer into that and then just gradually, gently mobilize into that position. If you find somewhere that's really, really tight and you try and force through it, chances are you're going to tighten it up even more. But the biggest test is when you walk after, it should feel easier and more efficient. You should glide through the pelvis easier, and you should feel a difference. And if that's the case, then you want to do that 3 or 4 times a day. Okay, I hope this exercise helps you out. If you find any improvement or if you're struggling with the exercise, leave me a comment below and I'll just see if we can answer some questions for it. Subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me at codeofthenatural.com and on Facebook and Twitter. Catch you soon.